So, Joseph, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, first of all, guys, before I start the podcast, if you want to be one of our podcast members and to join one of our podcast team, then of course you can contact me on Instagram or Twitter. Link is in the description below. Now, Joseph, what's your reaction to India's performance in this Asia Cup qualifiers? How did you feel India performed?
India performed well. I liked the performance. Like first, Igor Stimac and all. He would not properly. He was not putting all the players. So like he found a good squad. He put like the young players, talented players like Naurem Roshan Singh, Akash Mishra, and he has made that combination. So through that, India has just created history by qualifying two times.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So, do you believe the 4-0 win against Hong Kong was India's best performance in recent time?
Yes. It was the best performance.
Yeah, okay. So now, of course, when the friendly matches became, there was a lot of skepticism that because Stimac lost all the friendly matches, so how the people thought that India may not even be able to give a good fight in this group. But I think we topped the group, we came first, won all the matches. So even though the opponents were like low rated, okay, lower in the FIFA ranking. Do you believe Stimac should be given an extension for the Asia Cup?
I think because if we change the coach, then he'll take time to understand the players, to understand Indian football. So, like it will take time. So I think it's better to give Timek a contract extension.
Yeah. So, of course, the 2-0 win against Cambodia was Stimac's first win in India as a Indian coach. Do you think it took quite a long time to happen, or people are just feeling it is long because 2020, 21, even the most part of 2019, there was, COVID, so there were no matches, and there were not many matches. So do you feel it is more of people feeling that the length is long because of COVID, or do you feel that Stimac should have won a match in India a long time ago?
I think that Timek has to win a match. He had to win long ago in once he came to India, because see, if we see through ISL coaches or other coaches, they are tactically they are very better than Stimac. If we see like Manolo Marcus, Roca and all, they use the tactics, and Stimac through his career, even once he has not won a trophy. Only he has
Mhm.
won a SAF championship, and he has only saved teams from relegation. So through that performance, I don't think he could not get a win. But now through the players, like he tried to utilize. He came to know how to utilize these players. So to that he has got the win in the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers.
Okay, okay. Do you believe that this match will help India come in the top 100 FIFA ranking? Because India is currently 106 to go to 104 after the update. Do you think this match can help India reach above the 100?
I think he can do, because he has found a perfect squad for his starting 11. So he can take India to he can cross 100, and by all the clubs, ISL clubs, and they are developing the players. So through that, it becomes easier for Stimac to choose the squad, and to utilize the players, and remove the best performance from them.
Mm. Who you think are the players who have started performing exceptionally well under Stimac?
Under Stimac, if I see, I think Ashik Kununia. I'm sorry if I don't spell his spelling, if I spell it wrong. And he and as we saw him playing in the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. And the second player I think is Anwar Ali. To how we saw his performance, exceptionally good.
Mm. Yes. So, and how was your reaction to seeing Anwar Ali score his first goal for the Indian national team, and even Asian
Yeah,
Pandita? How did you feel?
I was happy. Like these young players, talented players, like they're scoring goals. And Anwar Ali, as how we had saw in the 2017 World Cup, under 17 World Cup, how he scored. Like again, his dream came true. He scored for the Indian national team. So I'm happy to see our Indian football is growing through these young players.
Okay, so Stimac has also said that that the players that he selects for the national team for the upcoming 2023 Asia Cup should be playing regular football for the in ISL for their two respective clubs. So, do you think it means it will be like these players should be given 100% preference, or should players who don't play regular, like don't play a lot of first team football but still perform well should even get a chance in the national team?
No, I think if the players are better and capable to play, so they must get a chance. Or others, the normal regular player like Liston Gulaso, Pritam Kotal, Sandesh Jingan, and Akash Mishra, and so on. All these players should be in the regular squad.
So you know that once Sandesh Jindan went to Croatia, he didn't get a chance in the national squad, okay, because he was far away, plus he was injured also. So let now there's a transfer. There are about one two transfer windows before the tournament starts, the 2023 Asia Cup. Before that starts, there is some transfer windows, right? So let's assume some of our players who are currently playing, the young ones, let's say Sahal, Liston, they are signed by clubs from abroad. Okay, should they be then included in the Indian national team, or will they be excluded? What do you feel?
They Stimac must keep them in the Indian national team. Like, see, if we how we see this, all these big players like Cristiano Ronaldo and all, they play for different club, but they because if Indian players play in abroad, they will learn how abroad how if they example they play in Spain in the third or second division. If Liston Colaso get, he will know how the Spanish football how they play. Will get lot, he'll learn lot of things, so it will be good for the Indian football also to develop.
But let's say that these players who go to, let's say Liston himself, like an example. Let's say Liston Palacio signed for a second division club in Spain, okay? But he doesn't get a lot of first team football. Like out of every match, like max he plays 10 minutes. Or let's say in every five matches, he gets to start the match only one or two times. Do you think even then he should be included in the national team squad?
Then that will depend on the coach now how he if he wants him or no. But if Liston Gulasso it happens like that, he'll have to show and prove the coach in the club which he is if he goes to Spain. And if he's proven, then he will get there. But true, if talking to Indian football, that depends on the coach if he wants him to play or no.
Yeah. So now with the new reforms in Indian football, the Durand Cup is added, the Super Cup is added, the normal ISL season is also there. It is said that it's going to be like about 30 matches, a maximum of maybe 30 matches. Each player will get to play. So do you feel it's a good thing for the players, or it's going to add up more to that? It will be more tiring for the players who are going to play now so many matches.
Yeah, it's good for the player. Like if we see La Liga, Premier League, they have maximum 38 matches. So it's good for Indian football also because once we play these 30 matches, and we'll be prepared for all this all the qualifiers and even the Asian this AFC Cup and ATK also we can qualify, and it will be good. So they will be prepared by playing all these matches, Durand Cup, Super Cup, and all these.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me one thing. Do you believe that the Indian Super League should have more teams? And if you want say more teams, like how many the capacity should be of the Indian Super League? How many teams?
I think the Indian Super League must maximum have 20 teams like the other leagues, and the teams they must play 38 matches. The league also they must keep 38 matches uh, to develop Indian football also. And how in Europe they play their league and they also play the Europa League or UEFA Champions League like that. We have to have in a Indian football.
But do you think, at least for the moment, our AIFF has the infrastructure and the finance to support such a long league? And even do you think should fans be excited enough for the long leagues? Because that's one thing now in India, almost every league, maybe IPL, maybe the badminton league, maybe any pro kabaddi, all these things are for a very short time. So do you think it will be like, the fans will feel bored of it if it's like one match every Sunday instead of one match every day for just 3 or 4 months?
I don't think the fans will be bored. If it be 38 matches, most of the fans will be happy. And AIFF through AIFF, we see it will take a time. It will take time. Like it will take some years also because the FF can't do it suddenly. It will take time. And like slowly in future and all, we may be having 38 matches.
So, talking now, since you are Goan, I'm also Goan. Let's talk later about Goan football. Now, in ISL, of course, FC Goa is representing Goa. In I League, it is Churchill Brothers. Do you
Yes.
think there should be more Goan clubs playing in international football? Not international, national football, which I mean I League 2, I League, ISL. Like considering how football crazy our state is and what amazing talents our state provides, do you believe that there should be more clubs playing in the top leagues?
Yes, like how in Kolkata, two clubs. Yeah, Goa also must have like we have such good clubs like Dempo, Salgaonkars, Seza Goa, Seza Football Academy. They say we have good clubs. So all we these clubs must participate in this. Take the squad and go for the I League qualifiers, I League second division or first division, and then only a Goan football can develop fast.
Mhm. Yeah. So back to the Indian national team. Currently, Manvir Singh is the second highest goal scorer after Sunil Chetri, who's in the current squad with just 6 or 7 goals. Not sure about that. Do you think there'll be any player in the Indian national team, current Indian national team, not the future one because future we have not seen, but do you think in the current team, do you believe any of the players will be capable of reaching that 50 goal mark at least?
Yes, I think that Liston Kulaso. If
Okay, listen.
he
So,
yes.
okay. Do you think he will be able to reach that mark? Because not saying that he won't be able to reach, it is possible, but it's like, see, the Sunil Chetri is the most, right? Let's talk about appearances. 120 plus appearances for the Indian national team. Sunil Chetri. Second highest is Gurpreet Singh Sandhu with just 54. So, do you feel like the person who will try to overtake Sunil Chetri will like have a lot of tough time?
I think Liston if he might reach less than 50 or 50 also it can happen. Because see through his game you can see in ISL how he's providing the he's like a playmaker. He brings that creativity in the midfield. Then he's a finisher also. He finishes also good goals and world class goals also he scores. So he can reach.
Yeah. So, but as of now, Liston Colasso hasn't scored a single goal for the national team. With the 12 matches he has played.
Yes. Mm, the 12 matches, I think he will take time. He like he has to improve. He has to keep on this thing, saying that I can score. So he has to improve every day. He has to work hard, and then only he'll be able. He will can reach the mark of Sunil Chetri or less than that.
Yeah, so how did you like Ishan Pandita's finishing in the fourth goal, which he scored?
Yeah, it was like a easy finish. Like just the defenders were all they were all confused. The ball was actually it was on the right aim. Just little deflection was there. If Ishan Pandita could not put that, it could not go a goal. But it was a good finish by him.
Yeah. Okay, so overall, that team has been very sorted. The future looks very bright for a team with all the young talent that is currently there in the squad. Uh, who do you think will be like those rising stars in our team? One, of course, will be Liston, of course. Ishan is there. Ashik is there. I think currently our squad is more with young players, right?
Yes.
Our team is now becoming very young, and that's a good sign to see new players who are taking the position. So that's great. Anything would you like to say about India's next 2023? Because the draw is not yet taken; it's going to happen next year. So long time. So, what do you are you confident that India will qualify for the next stage of the 2023 Asian Games?
I think there is, I can say, 80% chance India can qualify for the second round, and the afters after that I can't say. But India, if they perform like this only, then surely I think they can qualify.
Yeah, because last time, if you remember, India won their first match 4-1 against Thailand. Then it was a loss against the other two teams. I remember the last match was against Bahrain, where we lost 1-0 to a last minute penalty that we considered. Otherwise, there was a huge chance that India was going to the next stage. So, do you think that, if you're lucky enough, again, we'll be going to the next stage?
Yeah. Next stage, I think if that all depends on India's performance, how they perform
Yeah,
on Igor Stimac's tactics and all of strategy and all.
because last tournament India was in pot three. You know, there are four pots: pot one, pot two,
Yes.
pot three, pot four. The best teams are in pot one. The after that, the better, less better than them is pot two, little less pot three, pot four. India was in pot three that time. This time India is in pot four. So we are definitely going to be the weakest team according to FIFA ranking in the group. So of course, the odds of us qualifying is not that good. But after such performance, of course, we have a little more, hope that we can qualify. So that's it. What do you feel now? Of course, there's no big international national tournament, okay, international for the Indian national team to play that much. I think the Asian Games is the last thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so nothing much big. Okay. So I think we'll end this podcast about Igor Stimac and the Indian national team at large. Thank you so much, Joseph, for coming for the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video. Also, if you want to be part of our podcast team once again, do contact me on Instagram or Twitter. Link in the description below. Thank you once again for watching this video. Do like, share, subscribe. See all the more videos coming soon in the near future. Goodbye. Take care. Stay safe.